I spent months building the most customizable captions app I could imagine, only to delete half of the code. Here's why that decision was the best thing I could have done for this project. I'm really embarrassed by this. Have a look at what the interface looked like just a few weeks ago. I was trying to do too many things, have too many options, and just add too much customization. I've since gone for a more simplistic approach, proving once again that less is more. My name is Adam Lyttle. I'm an independent app developer, and I recently became debt-free building and putting apps on the App Store. Recently, I put the call out to acquire more apps for my portfolio, and I've been spending the last few months building my automatic captions app, Best Auto Captions. It's been a busy few weeks. I thought more options meant better software, but I was wrong. The issue is users are just getting stuck on customizing their captions. You've got the ability here to change the colors, and you've got the ability to change the fonts and the font style. I was forcing them to customize every single little detail of the app. Users weren't creating better captions, they were just getting stuck. Then I remembered something crucial about TikTok and Instagram. When you upload a video, it lets you select a filter, allowing you to quickly and easily change a lot of the visual style. Basically, what we have is less options, presented and curated in really nice, easy to use method. So I thought to myself, if it's good enough for Instagram, it's good enough for my app. So I set out to create a similar user flow. And this is how it works. Create a new project, select your image, and we've got the preset styles all ready to go. Each have their own flavor and unique purpose. Now, instead of that convoluted mess of all of the different types of captions and font sizes and letter spacing that was previously in the build, the user now has the curated filters to choose from. But can I take the less is more approach even further? This is what users saw when they first opened the screen. No direction or inspiration, just emptiness. Sure, I can show this screen immediately and get the user to add their video to create a caption, but I think a much more powerful way of presenting the options is to show what it would look like, to theme each caption type with an animation. So the first thing that you see when you load up the app is a nice animation of what it's capable of doing.
A few moments later.
So that is exactly what I did. Now users don't just see what they can make, they're inspired to create. So these are the 4 versions that will be shipped with version 1.0. So the first thing you do when you load up the app, you see the themes, select the caption you want to build, generate captions. And that process takes all of 5 seconds to select the preset, upload your file, generate captions, and upload it to social media. 3 months of development has gone into making the app as seamless as possible and removing a lot of those barriers that people might have had with creating captions in their content. But there still needs to be some level of customization, and striking that balance between functionality and usability is tricky. It's not about removing all customizations, it's just about making it intuitive. In my own testing and having people play with the app, I discovered people still want to change the colors and they still want to change the font to match their personal branding and their style. So there's still some level of customization that needs to go into the app. And there's the balance of trying to make these presets robust enough that people can select the one that best suits their video, but then also add some sort of customization to the process. And this is the solution that I've come up with. Instead of customizing every single element of the font, now we can customize the color for the active word, the color of the text. You can go a little bit deeper and change the font with some options to do some basic changes to the weight of the font, the thickness of the font, the letter spacing, and the line spacing. So it's not about removing all of the customizations. It's about really stripping it down to what the most intuitive features are and what areas of this app people want to customize. But also, if I'm new to the app and I jump on it for the first time and I've got that 30 seconds to make an impact, whether this app is for me or not, now the flow allows them to select a style. They can see what the generated video is going to look like on that front page. They can go through the process, and within 10 seconds, they can have a demo caption video generated and uploaded to social media. The fact that there's less complexity now just means it's more reliable, and there's less interface that I have to build, less bugs that can come up because of those interface changes or the way that it's rendering each component. I can curate what the captions look like initially, and then you have some superficial customizations to the font style and the colors. And then over time, as I build the app and new versions are released, I can implement new styles, new presets, and even have a whole online directory of different styles and presets that people can select from. Next steps, this is 99% of the way there. The next step for me is to design the logo, design the icon, set up the App Store listing, and just fix some of these smaller bugs which have been plaguing me for a couple of days. I've been spending so much time building this, trying to get this over the finish line, and I'm so close. I'm so close to releasing this thing. I'm excited to get it out and running, but I also feel like, hey, there's a lot of pressure because I've called it best auto captions. And if it's not very good, it's not the best, is it? But at the same time, like, this is a project that I've been hyping up for 3 months, and I've got this part of me that's like, when I release it, if it's not good, people are going to be like, what have you been working on? Why did you release this crap? And this is the tension with being an indie app developer. I can withhold it, I can stop releasing it until it's perfect. But really, it's never, ever going to be perfect. The priority is to get version 1.0 out there, a stripped down version of the bigger picture. I can always add to the picture over time, add new features, functionality, fix bugs as they crop up. But the objective is to get it out there, get people using it, get that feedback loop, and get it out there, get it released. This is going to be 100% free when I first release it. So stay tuned. I'm hoping next week it's ready for release. This video is going to be a release video, but life has its own ways of stopping you from getting to your goals sometimes. So next week, let's fingers crossed, toes crossed, everything crossed. This app is going to be released.